Now, ever since I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I always had some kind of magical power, and that is my imagination. I don't know what it was, and I can't be the only one when I say this, but every time I went to a movie, I would act like I'm the hero of the movie. And like, you know how like you come out of the theater and you're like, I took so much strength out of this movie, like I could be him. And like you start to pretend like, you know, as you're on the car ride home, you look out the window as if you're in your own movie scene and you start seeing yourself as a movie. Well, yeah, that happened to me in this story. And obviously, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It seriously means a lot when you guys do. Seriously, just click the button. Like, there's no reason for you not to. That's what YouTube is made for. But anyways, let's get straight into this. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. And this one was actually kind of crazy because this was actually back in middle school. So you see, back in middle school, I remember, you know, every time I would watch a movie, like I said, I would be like the hero afterwards. And that would be in any movie, especially after movie theater. Like, I don't know why, I just get so much cool inspiration and start like, you know, basically learning like, oh, I could be the hero. And I remember specifically what movie this was. This was actually The Amazing Spider-Man. Funny enough, yes, Spider-Man is trending all over the place. Andrew Garfield's literally all over the wiki web now and all over the place. I just said wiki web. That's weird. But, you know, he's all over the place right now, just going trending viral because of the new Spider-Man movie, which is amazing. I mean, I had a little ifs and offs about it, but this was pretty cool. But I remember this one time after seeing The Amazing Spider-Man, I came out of that theater. And when I came out of that theater, I'm not gonna lie, I felt inspired. The way Andrew Garfield played throughout his thing and everything made me feel like I could be a cooler person. And by cooler, I mean, I don't know, maybe lose the glasses, wear some contacts, and comb my hair back. Yeah, I did that for a couple of days. I was pretty off. But no, basically, I remember as like, you know, I got out of that theater, I started like, you know, basically on the car ride home, looking out to the window, being like, what if I'm destined to be him? I don't know. My imagination went wild. And I remember this whole Spider-Man trend for me, like this phase for me, like was like almost for like a week and a half or so. And let's just say me going to school being as inspired as I was not easy. Like, I remember every time like I would see like a hot girl walk by, I always thought about how, you know, Andrew Garfield, like, you know, shot his webs and grabbed, you know, Gwen Stacy closer and just says, I'm Spider-Man. Like, you know, like I always just wanted that kind of cool moment for me. So I remember my crush back in middle school. She was an outstanding girl. She was awesome. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she was just great. And I remember how I always like, I don't know, I was just always acting so different around her ever since I saw that movie. Like, I kind of played like Mr. Mysterious Guy, which is kind of interesting in my book. I don't know. If you guys understand it, you guys will get it. But if not, then, you know, long term, short, eventually you guys will be living life like a movie. Anyways, I remember one time there was a specific moment in my life that I will always remember to this day because it was actually super cool. Like, I actually felt like a superhero. And this was this trend back in middle school. So back in middle school, there was like this big deal with like those cool Gatorade water bottles. And I'm not sponsored by Gatorade in any way, but these Gatorade water bottles, I'm not gonna lie, they were annoying. Okay, they're so annoying because all the lacrosse players, hockey players, soccer players, hell, any person that played a sport had one. And obviously me, the only sport I played was with my finger. Wait. The only sport I played was like, never mind. Anyways, like I was saying though, so basically there was this trend with these water bottles where you would like go up to someone and squirt them. And if they were squirted, then they're like out, like you got them. And basically there was like more than 20 kids just trying to get everyone to get squirted in a way, which just sounds kind of funny because, you know, I only got a different kind of squirting. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm kidding. But yeah, no. So that was like a trend for like almost a month. And I remember it was around the time when The Amazing Spider-Man did come out. And I remember I had that like crazy feeling, that amazing Peter tingle or Bubba tingle that I should say. So I remember I kept my guard out because I was like one of the kids that did not get sprayed in that room or in the school. But one time specifically is where things got a little insane. You see, I remember one time my middle school crush ended up getting sprayed. And let's just say, I remember I stood up and I was like, dude, like, that's so annoying. Like, quit it. The trend's dumb. And I said that right to the person who was holding the water bottle. And I remember this kid looked over at me and he's like, oh yeah, you're next, boy. And he instantly just started running at me with this water bottle. Now, I don't know what was going on, but I remember I kind of just started running away because I didn't know what else to do. Let's just say that my spider senses weren't tingling just yet. But then I remember he got his friends to also like chase me as well. So I remember I was bolting it down the hallway. My middle school crush was also watching me from like afar, you know, basically checking on me, making sure I'm okay or alive, I should say, or not wet. I mean, she was wet. I wasn't wet, you know, wet girls, W. Anyways, like I was saying though. So yeah, she got soaked and me, I was about to get soaked. Like, I'm not joking when I say this. They cornered me, and I remember one of them ended up grabbing me from like my back and like put my arms behind my back, and I was stuck. And as this kid was about to put his water bottle like right up against me, I don't know what happened. And I'm not even joking when I say this. This was some like majestic moment in my life that I will never forget. I ended up doing some kind of Spider-Man move. Like I don't know where I got this from. I swear I only saw the movie once, but I ended up kicking my feet up in the air as he was holding me from behind, putting all my weight back towards him, and I kicked the water bottle up in the air, and like literally off his hands. I just kicked the water bottle like I was Spider-Man. And I remember as I kicked it, I also like threw myself back and flipped. Like I literally did a flip, and I flipped like over this guy that was holding me back, and I instantly just landed on my 2 feet, and I like the water bottle was coming towards me because I guess I kicked in the direction with my foot being at like 90 degrees, and instantly it like flew over and it landed right in my hands, or in a way I actually caught it. But you know, it looked cool. Again, I remember as I had the water bottle, I just see these kids like open wide just look at me, and they're like, what? Like, it was the coolest thing in the world. I remember as they were looking at me and stuff, they're like, how'd you just do that? Like, wait, what? And I remember me, like, I just felt so cool, and knowing my middle school crush saw that was like, I don't know, it was just perfect. But anyways, I had his water bottle, and I remember pointing it at him. I was like, what? Like, what? What are you gonna do now, huh? What are you gonna do? I have the water bottle. Acting as if it was like a gun or something. I don't know. I felt cool at the moment. But then basically, I don't know, you know, like Mary Jane once said, or was it Mary Jane? No, it was Uncle Ben once said, with great power comes great responsibility. And I basically got the water bottle, I chucked it as far as possible, and I kept running. And that was basically it. Well, almost basically. The last final detail I will mention was that after I did that and I ran away, at lunch when the bell rang, my middle school crush walked up to me, and she said, so like, are you like any kind of like gymnastics? And in my head, I wanted to say like, I'm Spider-Man, but I knew that would sound dumb, and I was just not cool. So I was like, just got lucky, I guess. And I walked away. And since then, she was always curious if I like did any like sort of sports, but in reality, the only sport I was good at was my left hand. I mean, was video games. Yeah, video games. Anyways, guys, that's basically it for the story. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Seriously, if you've been through this and you guys been through that sort of moments in your life, just do it. And like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. Peace.